Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time, we set up a bunch of copper input as well as circuit boards to service production of processors on Alwade 4. That's all currently being loaded into this interstellar logistics station. Off camera, I did make two changes. I realized we actually underbid as much copper as we needed, so I added another 360 here. And I used some pile sorters to stack them on this belt so that they could fit in and enter into the station on the belt that we had produced. So this belt here, back here somewhere, is stacked 4 high, which means instead of carrying 360, it can carry 4 times that. And we're going to be using half that capacity with these stackers. The other thing I did was I went over to, we had a level 4 base around here somewhere. I forget which one it was, but I went and killed it and put down my typical laser turret prevention mechanism. So with all of this, these resources, the copper and the circuit boards loaded into the interstellar station, it's now time to head to Alwade 4, which is quite a ways away, but we can get there. And we're going to start making microprocessors, microcrystalline components, and processors. Okay, let's go. And we're getting up to speed. Heading towards Alwade 4, our ice planet, our Glaceon planet. Our friend the Hive is getting kind of big. I had a screenshot on last episode for the thumbnail showing it came very close to whatever planet it was on. I think it was Alwade 3 or 1 there that we were just on, and it like came over the horizon like a massive moon. It was really intimidating, actually. Okay, we're making our way towards Alwade 4. We should have tons of copper and circuit boards available in the planetary station here. Assuming I set things up correctly. Let's take a look. Where is that tower? So we have another base here, which we probably want to kill and put down a geothermal in. Where's the tower? Where is the tower? Did I build it here already or not? Yeah, it's over here. And if we take a look, yeah, it's got 1,000 copper in it and 10,000 copper and 10,000 circuit boards. So that's fantastic. We want to go over to the tower and build our production facilities. But before that, let's go kill this base. Where is it? Over here? Okay. Let's go kill that base, get ourselves another geothermal... what are they called? Geothermal power station. There's a relay station landing over on Alwade 1. Okay. So they're landing another base on Alwade 1. A new relay station. We'll have to go back and deal with that. Okay, let's take care of this in the usual fashion. Set this up like here. Feed in some missiles. We'll start creeping... signal towers forward. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All taken care of. Throw down a quick geothermal. What's the problem? Units remain. Units remain where? Here we go. Here you are. Okay. More power for the network. Very nice. Let's clean this all up. We'll rebuild it right near the tower. And nothing hard about this at all, right? Just a minute and a half flat. We've cleared it out, gained ourselves another power station. Love to see it. That's reversed somehow, but I guess that's fine. Let's feed in some missiles. There we go. And then we'll connect it up to the power network. Like this. There we go. And another what, 16 something, 16.3 megawatts of power added to the network just like that. So now we need to get over to our tower. I need to find it again. Here it is. Okay. And we're going to build our first real production chain on this planet. If there are enough resources here. So, we are going to need... Let me see. We want to build 360 processors, which requires 720 microcrystalline components. And we also want 360 microcrystalline components sent back. So we need a total of 1,080 microcrystalline components. Let me double check the math here. So processor, we require 2 components for 1 processor. Yeah, so 360 to 720. And then we want another 360 of these. We need 1080 of these, which means we need 20... What is that? 2160 silicon? I don't know if there's that much here. 2160 silicon is a kind of a tall order. We might not... I don't know if there's enough silicon on this planet. Because we've got these veins here, which we built next to for this reason. So we might not be able to get the throughput we want. And then there's 18 veins over here. Yeah, this might be a bit of a problem for my goals. Yeah, 1 silicon ore produces... No, 2 silicon ore. 2 silicon ore produces 1 of these. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. With 19 veins... What can we pull off of this? I guess we'll do what we can, I guess? And then we'll have to... yeah. We'll have to just do what we can. We won't get the throughput that I want. Excuse me, or that I planned for. So there'll be extra circuit boards and copper in the network. I mean, that's something. Let's see what we can pull off here. What can we get? So we can get 180 minute there. Let's see. Another 180 minute there. That's 360. Pull off another 6 there. And that leaves these 3, right? So that's 19 veins. 180 for 10. It would be 360 for 20, so it's like less 60 or something, I don't know. 180, 360, 460, 540, plus a little extra. 540. Okay, that's not as much as I'd hoped for. I don't know if I want to use the remaining silicon on the other side of the planet either. So let's operate that we have 540 here. That's hitting 5, that's hitting 5. And these guys are hitting 9 together, 6 and 3. So call that 540. Then we can get what? 540 divided by 2 is 270. We can get 270 high purity silicon here. 270. And then if we look at the recipe for microcrystalline components, we need 2 for 1 here. So 270 divided by 2 is going to be 135. We can get 135 microcrystalline components per minute. And some of those we're going to put into this. Like 2/3 of that we're going to put into this. All right. Let's build what we can. let's plan for 540 here, and then we'll scale out once we find another planet, once we can travel to another star and ship more silicon here. I don't want to be eating billions of tons of stone to get the like 10% silicon ore or whatever it is. Okay. Well, like I said, we'll do what we can. Why don't we... Let's see, these two were 360, so these will saturate one belt. Let's come down like this. We'll have you come over here and join up. Right? And then if we throw a pile sorter on backwards, that'll double the stack. And then we can fit the rest on here with another pile sorter and be kind of in a good place. We'll have all 540 on one line. So let's grab you. Bring you down and over like this. And then we'll carry you over. Join at a T-junction. We'll throw on a pile sorter backwards here. And then these can join together. This will hold all 540 in like 4 stacks of ore on this belt. And we'll be using as much of this as we can get our hands on, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and power you. And you... Oh, well, hold on. That's not optimal. We want you to get the pile sorter as well if we can. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll need another one here, it looks like. Then we connect that to the network, like so. I am recording, right? Yes, okay. So that should produce what we're looking for. Let's take a look. So those get 1, 2, 3, 4 stacked. Come out as 4s. Same over here. Okay, so yeah, this can carry the full amount of ore that we have available. So next we're going to turn it into we're going to source ourselves with some copper from here, and we're going to turn it into microcrystalline components. How do I want to do this? Let's bring... I need to pull some more of these out. Let's get like 600 of these out. Those logistics slots are so nice. Okay. So for this recipe, to make the microcrystalline components, we need half as much copper as we need silicon. So one fully saturated copper line should be more than enough. Literally. So we'll pull out of here like this. Then we'll bring it down over here. Join this line. And I might change the way this works. We'll cut this off here. And we'll have it go this way. We need to get beyond this juncture, right? Because so I can change the way this works like this. I can bring it over and join it here. And then as long as we're past this juncture, we have the full amount that we need, right? Right, okay. Let's set the filter for copper. Copper ingots, rather. Okay. So out comes the copper ingots. Oh no, it's not time for that yet. Hold on. I have to smelt these first. Yeah, I have to smelt these first. So let's set up the smelters. These are going to become... let's see. We're saying 540, right? There's a little bit more than that, but we want to... If a vein runs out, we want to maintain. So we'll start here, I think. That's fine. We're going to be making these. So we can consume 60 per second to make 30, or 60 per minute to make 30 here. 60 silicon ore to make 31 high purity silicon per minute. So let's go ahead and figure out the math here. We're going to have ore going in. And then we're going to have high purity silicon coming out like this. It might double back around and join the copper line here. I'm not sure. We'll figure this out in a second. Let's get our output. So that's going to consume 60. So that'll be... Hang on. These probably need to be a little bit longer. I'm not sure, but we'll make them a little bit longer. And then we can trim them if we need to. Okay, that looks good. So we've got 60, 120, 240, plus 120 is 360, plus 120 is 480. Is that right? 60, 120, 180, 240. 240 doubled is 480. So we've got room for more even than we have. Uh, 480 plus 60 is 540. So we get one more, right? 480 plus 60 is 560. Is that, wait, hold on. 480 plus 60 is 540. Yeah, no, 540. Okay, so we just need one more. There we go. And then output is half of 540, which is 270. So the belt can carry everything we're going to make. That's fine. Let's go ahead and delete the extras. There we go. Okay, so these should put out 270 high purity silicon per minute. We will need some power here, looks like. Go ahead and throw that down. Go ahead and throw this down. Okay, so from here, belt's going this way right now. Let's loop it back around. Let's, yeah. We can loop it back around and then match up with the copper. And have... Well, hold on. Yeah, our output, our line feeding in microcrystalline components can go here. But the other thing is we're going to need... We are going to need... some of these microcrystalline components, about a third of them, are going to go into producing something else. So maybe we go along here. Maybe that's fine. Yeah. Let's loop this down a little bit, give ourselves a little bit more room to play with, and then come over like this. And I think we also loop this around like this. So the copper line will come down, come over here, and then join this line. So then we'll build our microcrystalline processor assemblers over here. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's figure out. We've got 207. We got basically unlimited copper and 270 high purity silicon here. So looking at the recipe for microcrystalline components, we need 2 high purity silicon for every 1 crystalline processor we produce. Let's figure out what the assembler looks like. So you'll be here, and you'll pull in and get some sorters going. You're going to pull in some high purity silicon and some copper, and you're going to make microcrystalline components, rather. So you're going to make microcrystalline components. Looks like I'm out of power there. We're going to have an output line as well, going somewhere like this to start. And then we can start throwing down power towers like this, I guess. So what can you consume? We have 270 silicon. You're making 22.5 per minute. So 2 of you makes 45, uses 90. 90 goes into 273 times. So we can have 6 of these. We can have 6 of these. Okay. Yes, we'll have 6 of these. Okay, let's build 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good. Now 2 of them, because I want about as many of these coming in as I have the final product, which is the processors. And the processors use 2 microcrystalline components. So yeah, we'll take 2/3 into processors and 1/3 goes into the tower. So these guys here, I'm actually going to delete these sorters because they're not going to output to this line. They're going to do something different. Let's get power going. Looks like we can get it like that. Okay. You guys, 22.5 per minute should be more than enough to reach across three grid gap. So we will put your output directly into the tower. There we go. That is a microcrystalline component. Very nice. Okay. So you go directly into the tower. Looks good. The other 2/3. So we have 45 and 40. We're making 90 per minute that we can feed into producing processors. So we're getting 45 microcrystalline components per minute, and we'll get 45 processors per minute. It's not what I'd hoped for, but we just don't have the... We don't have the silicon to do anything better. So, for processors, we want circuit boards coming out. Yeah, we want circuit boards coming out. It's 2 and 2. So let's see, how do we want to do this? Let's have the circuit boards come out of here. Come out of the planetary, the interstellar logistics station. Let's have circuit boards come out. We'll set the filter here to circuit boards. So circuit boards will come out. They'll come over this way. Fly over here. And join this line. Like this. So now we've got our components here. And we can support... I don't know how many we can support. I guess we'll put one down. But we know we've got... 22.5 times 2 times 2 is 45 times 2. We've got 90 of these per minute. 90 of the microcrystalline components to use. So let's put down another assembler here. And if you're making me processors... What are you going to do? Takes you... I mean, the easiest way to do this is for me to plug it in and see what it says. So let me do that. I'm not sure how many of these we can support. Let's feed in your inputs. You're producing 15 per minute, and you're consuming twice that. So you're consuming 30. We can support 3 of you. Okay. And we'll produce... Yeah, right, because we're going to produce... We said we're going to produce 45 per minute. Okay. Let's get your output line. You're going to go into there. You're going to go into this port. So it's a little disappointing that I can't get quite as much throughput as I wanted, but at least it's producing some for me. It's better than none. Let's reverse you. There we go. You're going to go in. So it looks like I did this wrong. Unsurprising. Unsurprising. All right, we'll feed you into that. Okay. So 45 per minute isn't terrible. And over time, that'll build up a stockpile for me back home. We want to do something like this. Come over here. Very good. You output like that. Then we build 2 more of you, and we're done. Okay, is everybody powered up? Fully powered? Looks like it. So I guess that's gonna be that. It's a little bit early here. I thought we would be building a much bigger build, but we just don't have the silicon. So it's interesting. It's a very wide build here. So here we are producing the high purity silicon. We're feeding that in with copper from the tower to produce microcrystalline components. A third of those are going back into the network, and the other 2/3 are being used to produce processors. Why are you locked? What's going on with you? Product overflow, right? We should be consuming enough. We're consuming enough over here that this should be outputting. 22.5 per minute times 2 is 45. 90. And these guys should be consuming 30 per minute each. Yeah, we're producing 15 recipes per minute here, which I believe is correct. I mean, maybe... Oh, there we go. We resolved whatever the issue was. Okay. Everything's running as intended. So, what does this planet have a lot of? It's got a lot of iron. I don't know about a lot. It has a lot of titanium. 14 million pounds, or 14 million units. It does have a lot of titanium. What can we use that for while we're here? Because I think we have a free slot on this, right? We could put something in here and send it back home. What do we do with titanium? We make ingots. We make titanium alloy? No, we don't have sulfuric acid. We could just mine more titanium and put it into the network here, since there's a lot here. That might not be the worst idea. To just, like, feed a bunch of raw ingots in. Maybe I'll do that, because then it's available on demand wherever I end up needing it, right? Okay, that's not the worst idea. We've got stone, we got titanium, iron, titanium. It's all kind of a little bit far away from where I ended up putting the interstellar logistics station. We could, I suppose, fetch back a pair of planetaries and then go... Where's all the titanium then? There's some there. There's iron here as well. It's kind of all spread out. There's no, like, good clumps of it. Yeah, it's not super available. I guess the best ones are there. Those two are pretty close together. That's, what is that? 23 plus 22? That's 45 veins. Pretty close to each other. Do I have the capability right now to craft planetary towers? I can make one. That's no good. Where's the closest vein? Right, I think there? No, that one. That's reasonably close. We could go over there. And we need to feed it in like this side. But like we could do 12 gets you 3,600 with reserves. We could do 7,200 or 720. We could do that real quick, right? Wait a minute. It shows here. Is it buried? Is that what's going on? There's a thing here that talks about an environment modification. Restore veins. Am I crazy? What is this? It says there's 23 titanium veins there. Where do I put the miner to get the veins? Does this cost anything, this restore veins thing? Bury veins. Oh, restore veins. Ah, there we go. Somehow these got buried. Okay. Is this eating soil piles? I don't know what this is doing. I don't know how these got buried, but that's fine. All right, so here we go. Here's some veins. We probably need to move our tower a little bit here. Let's move the planetary analysis base a little bit. Just like, let's stick it there, I guess. So if we consume all of this, we can easily produce 720 ore per minute and smelt that into half as many titanium ingots and stick that in the network. Because we've got like 15 minutes left on this episode. Well, 13 minutes. And I'd like to do something productive with it. Because we've got as much as we can do on this planet without... Like, I could ship the other silicon vein around and add to this, but it would be a giant hassle for a small gain. I think we're better off just waiting until I can get to another star, which admittedly might be quite a ways away. But in the meantime, just having some being produced all the time and being able to ship that back home is going to be helpful. Okay, let's set up to collect... Let's harvest this titanium vein. Let's get this going here. All right, let's grab those 6. And then we'll grab... Looks like I can get those 6. Looks good. And then let me move this wireless power tower. I think over there should be fine for now. Okay. Let's snatch up another 6 if we can. That one, oh, see, that one over there isn't being got. I'd love to find a way to get that one as well. Maybe like from over here. There we go. There's another 6. And that leaves 5 left over here that I should be able to get. Like this. There we go. That targets every single vein in this cluster. Okay. So that's great news. Let's put some belts together. And how many of these backward sorter things do I have left right now? Can I make some more? I need 3 more for here, and it would be nice to have like at least 10 on top of that to hang out with. Let's see. I am also running short on Mark II sorters. Let me grab 200 of these. Add them up. Okay, we've picked up a bunch of crap that I don't need. Let's grab all of the ore and delete it. We've got some extra copper that we don't really need. We can delete that. Some extra silicon. We don't need that. Okay. That's mostly cleaned up my inventory a little bit. Okay. So, we will get a belt coming out of here. Get a belt coming out of here. Belt coming out of here. And a belt coming out of here and making a sharp turn. Then we'll put backward-facing pile sorters on all of them. And that will allow us to fit all of this material. You know what? I think we don't want it there. We want it a little bit closer to the... We want it as close as we can get it so that we can get it in with a power tower. But this will allow us to fit all of this ore onto one belt, which is great. Okay. Can you do... No, okay. Best you can do, looks like, is from here to here. You can go directly in front of it, which is nice. Okay, that looks good. Let's get these powered on. Seems good. You need a pile sorter. Backwards. Thank you. And you need one as well. Like that. Okay, we get power going on these and these. Now we can join these all up. All these belts can get joined up. And where are we going? We're trying to go over to the tower with ingots. Okay. So we'll join them all onto this line. Let's go ahead and let's pull this out one more. And then we'll connect this one like so. Well, we want a T-junction, right? T-junctions are better than corners. Okay. Let's bring you down and around. Let's have you join up, join the fun. Over here. Can you make a four-way? Like if I bring the other one over here, will it do a four-way junction or not? Might have a problem with it, I'm not sure. Let's find out. I'm curious. Will you do a four-way junction? Or will this break somehow? Looks like it's working. Let's pull this out. And see if both of these lines progress. Oh, see, I'm not sure. I think it's working. I guess we'll find out when we build some smelters. So let's build some smelters. Where do we want this line to end up going? Which port do we want it going into? One of these. Yeah, okay. Let's get this set up, this side of it. We're gonna go ahead and enter the tower with our titanium. You are going to swing around here and then track with these. Oh, that's backwards. Reverse path. Go there like that. Okay, there we go. Let's build like this. And then like this. I think we'll... excuse me, man, I've got a nasty bug in my throat. So if I think we're gonna just like... I think it's fun to kind of like hug the contours of the existing factory like this. I like seeing multiple belts all running side by side like that. It's kind of neat. I kind of like it. We might need to break it up later to build something else. Like if we extend this smelting facility or whatever. Let's see. Where are we going? The line is right there. So it's going to come down this way. Okay, that's fine. Let's do something like this. And so if that's the line right there, then interestingly enough, it's almost exactly lined up with this, and we need to interrupt it with the production line, the smelters rather. So let's do that. Let's see. We've got something like 720 ore per minute, and our smelters can handle. Our smelters are going to do this recipe. They're going to do 30 recipes per minute, producing 30 high purity silicon and consuming 60 ore. So for 720, we need 12 smelters with outputs. I may not have enough smelters. I don't think I brought enough with me. I did not. Can I make them? I can make 6. And then I'm out of iron. Can I get iron somewhere on this planet? What's in here? Hold on. There's no iron in there. I mean, there's iron veins. Do I really want to do that? Oh, do I? I don't have any in my logistics inventory, do I? I do. I have 600 in my logistics inventory. Fantastic. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Let's make the remaining smelters and finish this project and go home. Yes, we need more smelters, please. I said I needed 12, right? 12 times 60 is 600 plus 120 is 720, yeah. So I've got enough for 10. So I need 2 more. And fortunately, I had that iron with me. What's the shortfall going to be here? Brick, probably? I have some spare brick as well. Okay. Let's gather up all of this, stick it back in. I guess that's fine for now. Okay. Let's get our output line. Now, are we going to be able to sneak this in, or is it going to give us that weird widening north-south nonsense? I think we can make it work. So you're going to you're going to input your ores and output your high purity silicon. And then we just need 12 of you. You want to give me 12 of you, please? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need a little bit more, looks like. Oh, I should have put power towers down as well. Oh well. Is it gonna reach far enough? No, it's like it didn't reach far enough, but this is double stacked, so it should be fine. Let's fix this up. In fact, why don't I just delete these? We'll come down here and extend these belts. Go a little bit further. Yeah, it is giving me that widening stuff. That's kind of a problem. Now, why aren't you... What is your problem? Oh, I'm not making this. I'm making titanium ingots. Right, that's the problem. I am making titanium. There we go. Okay. We need 8 more, because we got 4, we need 12. So let's copy this and do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good to me. Looks good to me, boss. Okay. We get power towers. We connect it up to the network. We're done. Where are you? You're in kind of a weird spot, but all right. Let's go there. And then there. And then there. Okay. So this should give us an additional 360 titanium ingots in the network for some other purpose at some point in the future. Right? 12 times 30 is 360. Yeah, okay. Let's send that over into the factory, or the transport network. So outputs here. Let's come out by 1. And then we want to connect you to this line. Looks good to me. There's another 360 titanium ingots per minute added to the network. That was a little bit sloppy, I feel. Those that last 12 minutes of setting that up. We didn't like have a blueprint. Kind of messed up what we thought we were making at first. But it will be nice to see this beautiful line of titanium ingots, and that is what I've got here, yeah. Coming over and joining the interstellar network. Let's set our 5th item as titanium ingots. We're going to demand locally and supply remotely. And we'll set our limit around 3,000. Okay. Seems good. We produced way too much copper and way too many circuit boards because I thought we had way more silicon than we did here. But, I mean, the good news is, let's take a look. We've already got 1,000 microprocessors and almost as many, microcrystalline components and almost as many processors. Processors were later because these came online first. but they're both putting in, I believe, 45 per minute. And like being able to just come here and go, you know what, give me all of these. And now I have almost 1,000 of these. And I can go home and I don't have to wait for them. I don't have to manually craft them. I don't have to shift things around. They're just in the network now and they're always building. So, you know, we'll do a couple other episodes, which are, you know, 45 minutes each. So that's like 100 minutes. That's going to be 4,500 processors done by the time we've done 2 more episodes. And to me, that's like fantastic. That eliminates one giant hassle that I had in working with this system. So we're going to go back to medium-sized builds for like initial tier items. We still need to do steel and diamonds. We need to get, I'd really like to get crystal silicon. That might be what I use the other silicon on this planet for. We have oodles of graphene. We need to get titanium alloy somewhere. I'd like to set up production lines for motors, electromagnetic turbines, and supermagnetic rings. We can get all of that done on Alwade 1, the lava planet. It would also be nice to set up production of plasma exciters and photon combiners. These might have to be done. I might have to ship some things around because all the stone for the prisms is on our home planet. We've already automated production of science cubes. I would love to get production of engines, thrusters, and reinforced thrusters as well. And then we have buildings to think about. Love to get a lot of these automated as well. Particularly small, like very small but fully automated chains for things like planetary logistics stations and drones. All of that would be great. So that's like a dozen more episodes of work, but at the end of it, oh my goodness, it's going to be so satisfying to just fly into that mall and have all my components flow into me as they were intended to by the creator, me. Guys, that's going to be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. It's interesting to me that people want to watch this kind of content. I guess it's mostly interesting for you seeing how I make my decision process and how I do my builds, right? Because like, it's almost entirely logistics and automation. There's like no, I'm not really, like I occasionally go fight a dark fog base, but there's no real like Twitch gaming. It's all thought. It's all like planning and thinking ahead and trying to, and I guess a lot of bitching and moaning about things I don't have yet or things that I want and can't get. But yeah, thanks for coming along on the journey. There's a lot more to come. Hope you guys are down for it. I'd love to see you in the next one. Take care.